my headphones so I can hear myself. I don't speak very loudly when I'm doing these videos because it's relatively quiet in my apartment, and I like to be able to just speak in my natural soft, soothing voice. And please don't hate me for saying my natural, soft, soothing voice. It is that. I'm aware of this. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know. I think knowing that you're aware of some of the things that you're capable of, is that a bad thing? I don't know. Anyway, I apologize that I've been away for so long, and I know I had the last time I produced a video, I said that I wouldn't be away for nearly as long. I said that I would try and do something every 5 days, and that was my intention. The thing is, sometimes life gets in the way. And in the case of my life, it certainly did. Nothing terrible or bad. Just incredibly busy with multiple projects that I'm working on, along with my day job that keeps me very, very busy. But I love what I do, so that makes it palpable. That's not even the right term. Send me a note on what the right term should be there. I'm tired, and I have had a beer, and I've just poured another one because it's June 22nd, and it's about 37 degrees Celsius in Ottawa currently with the humidity. I think that's what it is. Let me just double check here. The air temperature is about 24 degrees, and it is 8:16 p.m. According to Environment Canada, it is 25 degrees Celsius, but with the humidex, and for those of you who don't understand what that is, the humidex is basically a rating on what the real feel is. Which means that because the humidity level is at 80% right now, it feels like 34 degrees. So the air temperature might be 25, but add 9 degrees on top of that because your body can't, you sweat, but it doesn't evaporate because of the moisture in the air. Sorry if I got a little too scientific for anybody. I did light a couple of candles. You can probably see them behind me there. Let me just lower the chair so... There, you can see the candles a little bit better. I know they don't give any great light because I've got two different selfie lights, but if I click the selfie lights off, I've got a ring light up here, and I've got a Lytra light up here, and I'm going to turn them off for a second. There goes one. Hang on, I'll turn the other one off. There's the other one. And now we have just candlelight and some lights from my desktop. If I turn those off, it might be too dark, but let's see what happens if I do that, shall we? Yeah, you know what? I think the lights from the monitors, along with the camera, which adjusts to a certain amount of lighting effects in this room, it does okay. And of course, the bedroom door is open. You can see the lights coming through there, reflecting on the lovely parquet floors of this building that I live in that was constructed and opened up in 1959. And one of my next door neighbors has lived here since 1969, I believe. And I was born in 68, so she's lived here almost as long as I've been on this earth. She's an interesting character every time I see her, and I've lived here for, I think, 14 years. And every time I see her, she's like, "Oh, who are you?" I'm your next door neighbor. Every single time. She's well into her 80s now, so her hearing is almost non-existent, and her memory is very short. But she's lived a very good life, and she does have a lot of people that love her. People checking on her frequently, so I think that's kind of cool. And they tried to put her in a retirement residence. long-term care home. And she's like, nope, this is where I live. And I don't blame her because quite frankly, a long-term care home, if she could get put into one that is run by the province of Ontario, it would be A, uncomfortable, B, not nearly as clean, C, has no air conditioning, and D, would cost probably 6 to 7 times as much as she pays in rent. I would hedge a guess that her rent is about 1/3 to 1/4 of mine, and I don't pay an astronomical amount for a 650 square foot apartment in downtown Ottawa, Canada in 2022. I don't. That being said, I could use some more money because this beer was way more than I wanted to spend on it. So. How have you guys been? And gals. And they. And them. I don't want to discriminate. Everybody is welcome in this house. This spot that I like to call ASMR relaxation. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing. Look, I like everybody else suffer from imposter syndrome. I try not to let it rule my life, but sometimes it does, you know. And that being said, I've been doing pretty good lately because I am very good at my day job, and I'm a somewhat decent producer of podcasts, and I think I'm pretty good at the whole voiceover thing that I do. And I guess it's weird when somebody from somewhere in the country who's heard me goes, "Oh my God, you're amazing." I'm like, Me? No. Please don't say that. I don't feel I deserve to be called that. I do know that I'm pretty good at, what I do, but amazing? No. But I've been told that I've helped some people by providing them peace of mind with some calming, soothing words. And in the manner in which I deliver those words. So if I can help somebody by doing this, I'm going to do it as much as I can. And again, I do sincerely apologize that I've been away for so long. There have been nights when I've come home from work and I've had dinner and showered and changed my clothes and sat down on the couch for 30-40 minutes to collect my thoughts, and then get behind the console and record a bunch of stuff, or produce a bunch of stuff, and then it's like I need to do an ASMR video for the folks that sent me so many wonderful, kind words. And I find usually when that point of the night arrives, like I don't have anything to say. And up until very recently, brain chemicals have been flowing just perfectly. The depression has been kept at bay. The medication works wonders. And I said very recently. I had I think 2 days in the last few months. One day that was really dark. Like horribly dark. And it was a Friday, and I was working from home. And I had a very difficult time getting through the workday, and Fridays are very quiet for me now, which works to my advantage because I can get caught up on my administrative work that throughout the week just gets pushed off to the side because there's only so many hours in the day, and there are other things that need to be done. So the admin work gets pushed off, and I realize, okay, I've got time Friday. Friday I'll work from home, and I can get it done then. And my office for the summertime, starting 2 weeks ago, I think it was, it closes at 2 p.m. on Fridays, so that the employees get to leave early. But because I'm a contractor, I have to work till 4 p.m. But I'm like, the last 2 hours of the day are like completely quiet, so I get Usually, if the brain is in a good space, I can get everything done. Last Friday was not one of those days. Last Friday was fine. The previous Friday, 2 weeks ago. It was a terrible day. I remember my last meeting ended, and then I had 2 hours, and I tried very hard to get some work done, and I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't accomplish anything. I was staring at the spreadsheet, and I'm like, there's the information. I need to put it in. I need to get this done. And for the life of me, I couldn't. Now I knew that, I won't be punished. I won't be purged. I won't be harmed because I will get it done if I have to work after hours on Monday. And I work from home on Mondays, so I can get it done Monday and get caught up. And I did. But that Friday was brutal. It harkened back to a time prior to medication. And what made it worse was since going on the medication in February of 2020, I've had maybe 12 days, maybe 12 days that were bad. Maybe 4 were really bad, and 2 that were horribly bad. So when the horribly bad days come around, I don't have the coping mechanisms that I once did. There was a time when I could just, okay, it's good, I know what's going on, I'll just hunker down, I'll get through it, and then I'll call my buddies, and I'll go and see them at the pub later, and maybe I'll have a beer, and I will say, I'm in a mess, I'm not in a good space, my head's messed, so let's talk about anything but this. Because when you're in it, the last thing you want to do is talk about it. Or at least that's my situation. Anyway. That's a cleansing breath, by the way. I went over to the pub to meet my buddies, and I had a non-alcoholic Caesar, and for my American friends, that would be a Bloody Mary with no vodka. Then I had a glass of club soda. Then I had some hot wings. Then I had 1 extra light beer, 3.5% alcohol, very, very light, but it has flavor because it's an English bitter. It's what they call a lunch beer. Anyway, after 2 hours, and a friend, sitting there with the lads, and then another lady friend dropped by, and we hung out for a bit. It was great to see her. And I was like, okay, I have to go home. And I have to admit, having company made a tremendous difference. But my head was still not in the right space to discuss what I was going through. So the following Friday, last Friday, I told the guys, I said, yeah, I was a mess. One guy said, yeah, I kind of thought so, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't know if I should broach the subject. And I go, there's no need to broach it with me. I mean, all you have to do is look at me and go, are you okay? You don't have to discuss what's going on. That's not necessary. You okay? And I'll give you a no, I'm not, but I will be. And because of the medication, it's been a couple of years since I've had a day like that. And it was wow, it was tough. Because I don't have the coping mechanisms anymore, if that makes sense. Yeah. I see how close that is to my eyeball. Let's just adjust that microphone, shall we? Sorry for the noise. I don't want to poke my eye out with that. I recognize the situation for what it is and when it is. And hang on a sec. I gotta clear my throat here. I got a bit of a. I don't want to do that in your ears, but when I clear my throat, it's better because I'm not as harsh. I don't know. Anyway, when those days come around, I don't have the same coping mechanisms because the medication has sort of taken that away, and I've not had to deal with it for so long. Anyway, This is the point of the conversation where I give you some whispers, because I understand some people like the whispers. I've said it a million times, well, not a million, but many times, and probably many times more in the future I'll say it, that I know that many people like the whispers, so I'll do it, but it's kind of hard on my throat. I apologize for the car alarm you just heard, because my window's open, because I have not put my air conditioner in yet. The building was built in 1959, it didn't have central air, so, you know. Anyway, for those of you who like the whisper, I hope this has been satisfactory for you. I don't know how to do whisper. It's not my thing, and it's a little uncomfortable. But I do like to please people. I have this innate. Is that the right word? I don't know. I get an intense amount of gratification from helping people, and if I can do this little thing that I do here, and it helps anybody, that just makes me feel better. I know how difficult this world is to live in, and I know that we all need a little bit of help wherever we can get it. So if I can provide you with a couple of minutes out of your day of some relaxation, maybe some soothing words, or perhaps just some commiseration, I'm happy to do it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my regular voice, because I can't whisper like this for a long period of time. I gotta clear my throat. And that's the whisper portion of this video. So my goodness, it's been so long since I've done this, and I do genuinely feel terrible about not being here more often. I really do. That's the Irish Catholic thing. That's the guilt. I don't really believe anymore, but don't tell my mom. It'll break her heart. But I hope that everybody that watches this is able to receive some sort of pleasant, warm, tingly feeling, something that could help them relax. Maybe make them feel a little bit at peace. Maybe if you're watching this and you've just thought, hey, I've been there too. I've felt those emotions and those feelings, and I too battle depression and anxiety. Know that you have a friend with me now. This page and this platform is open to listen to anybody who may be suffering. And I don't know how else to say it. If you're suffering from depression, if you're battling depression, or if you have anxiety, and you need somebody to talk to, or somebody to talk to you, or somebody to listen, I'm willing to do that, because I'd like to help as many people as I can. I can't help everybody, but I'll do my best to help as many as I can. And I will give you a quick plug. I have a jazz show and a music show and a political show. And I know that people who stop in here for this might not see eye to eye with me politically. And that's okay. Because I want this to be a politics-free, bias-free zone. If you are feeling bad, if you are suffering from depression or anxiety, or for that matter any mental health issue that you want to talk about, this is a safe place for you. And that's all this soon-to-be 54-year-old skinny white guy from Canada can say. So my friends, until we meet again, and I do promise you I will be back much sooner. Yes, this is a new microphone. I can't promise you 5 days from now, but it will be less than 10, if that helps. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.